Damon Madsen joins us now. Damon, we're not in those extreme conditions yet, but at some point we will be.
Yeah, we always know it's coming later in the summer, right?
Absolutely.
And maybe even later this week for some of us. Maybe not 95, but
Okay.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Hey, first and foremost, the storms.
Yeah.
Noisy this weekend, right? But we're going to have a few more before the day is done today. Let's talk about it, folks. Still that gray sky out there, and it's because of those clouds that we did stay on the cooler side of things, technically speaking, yesterday. But even though temperatures aren't up in the 90s, well, it certainly feels like the month of June. Here are those current temperatures. Again, because of the cloud cover, we are not quite in the 80s just yet, but we're on our way there, especially with a little bit of clearing starting to show up, especially west of I-95, Woodstock, Luray, Culpeper, all up into the 80s just like that. It's the humidity that is making the big time difference, why it feels warmer out there in general. Look at these dew points. My goodness, upper 60s, right around 70. You can feel all of that moisture in the air, and it's no wonder we're still very humid after all the rainfall we picked up over the weekend. It was pretty soggy and stormy late Friday going into Saturday morning. We caught a small break, and then we had more of those rain and storms coming on through yesterday. So most of northern Virginia up into western Maryland especially picked up around 1.5 inches. Some locations, of course, a little less than that, but the rain did come down quite a bit as that activity rolled through, especially yesterday. And we're not done with this active pattern. One, we have a low pressure center that's sitting right nearby, but two, this is our main player here. A cold front is very slowly starting to work from west to east. It's already producing some bands of showers and storms across northwestern PA, down into Ohio, Kentucky. And as that front gets closer to us, it won't be till late, but showers and storms will return. And if the timing is right, we could end up seeing a couple of those on the stronger side, but it's only a select few of us that have that potential to see these strong to severe storms. Check it out. As we progress through the afternoon, we'll see plenty of clouds. We'll have those peaks of sun, but it stays relatively quiet across the region through 4 p.m. But after 4 o'clock, that's when things will start to get more active with that front approaching, mainly along and west of the I-81 corridor. So I'm talking out toward Martinsburg, Hagerstown, Cumberland. There's a batch of stronger storms likely showing up across that higher terrain there. Right around 7 p.m. things could get noisy. But as you go east toward D.C., I-95, nothing much really taking shape. Those storms, any that are out there, will continue to slowly work east into the night, 8, 9 o'clock, still working across mainly the I-70, I-81 corridors at this point down to the south. Nothing really happening in northern Virginia all the way over to D.C. and southern Maryland, and that will be the case as we head into the middle of the night. Any storms that were out there earlier on will wrap up, but as that front keeps on working through early tomorrow morning, it is more likely we see some soggy weather closer to the district and I-95. Most of that will be in the form of rain showers, given that it will be so early in the day, but we can't rule out a few rumbles of thunder 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Not likely to see any severe activity with that. And as we roll on later in the day on Tuesday, outside of a stray storm down to the south towards southern Maryland, we'll be clearing things out tomorrow. We will finally be putting an end to this rather active stretch we've had over the last 4-5 days. At the same time, temperatures take a small dip, but they're back. I mentioned the 90s Thursday, looking very hot and humid. Friday, more of the same before our next round of storms rolls in by the upcoming weekend.